Good morning, dear friends. I am Professor Harsha Gangavani from GS College of Commerce, Wardha, Faculty of BCCA Department, and I am going to teach you. The subject name is Database Management System. In my previous video, I just covered the first unit topic, that is nothing but the concept of the file system, types of decision, information system, classification of information system, and very recently topic covered by me, that is conventional file processing system. The introduction of conventional file processing system is already covered in my previous lecture. I hope you understand the conventional file processing system. As you know, the MIS, it is nothing but the any information system is either conventional file processing system or DBMS, that means database management system. The shortly introduction of conventional file processing system, it is nothing but each and every subsystem of information system having their own set of the file. Like subsystem A having their own set, file number 1, file number 2, file number 3 and 4, whereas the subsystem of B having their own set of the file, that is file number 1, file number 2. So here you can see here file number 1 and file number 2 are repeated. That means subsystem of A already having those data which having the subsystem B similarly. So this is nothing but the conventional file processing system. So as you know, when we duplicate the data, there are so many problems, so many drawbacks. So today we discuss the drawbacks of a conventional file processing system. So basically, those are the drawbacks of conventional file processing system. That means the uncontrolled data redundancy, inconsistency of data, inflexibility of design system to meet the future needs or demand, limited data sharing through enforcement standard, excessive programming maintenance, low programming productivity and so on. Those are nothing but the drawbacks of conventional file processing system. Now let's see one by one the drawbacks of conventional file processing system. So basically first is uncontrolled data redundancy. As you know, conventional file processing system having their own set of the file for the processing. So it is the possibility to it having the duplication data. It having the duplication data of the information, having the duplication data of the file and records also. So each subsystem of the organization maintain the set of the file without data sharing. They cannot share the data from one subsystem to another. So they have the information in duplicate format. It leads to redundancy. How it leads to redundancy? If subsystem A update their data, it should be present in subsystem B, but it is not possible when we not sharing the data from subsystem A to subsystem B. So we have to maintain that updation in both of the subsystems, subsystem A as well as the subsystem B. This is nothing but the duplication of the data. It leads to redundancy. So again, some of the data which having some same information in subsystem A, that means we have to some space or some memory storage to store those data. Okay, and as well as we having same data in subsystem B, then also they having some memory space for storing those data. That's why the duplication of data is resulted to the memory wastage. Okay, for example, if you have one movie and you store this particular movie on drive F, it got some memory space from your PC, okay, as well as you store those particular movie on drive F, it also get the memory. That means we are storing those movies from drive A as well as drive B. So we just give the memory space of duplication of the file. Okay, So it leads to redundancy, but movie is a different part and we are talking about the data which is further processed and it goes to our information. For example, the name of the person, address, telephone number of particular customer appears in all accounts like saving bank account, current account and recurring deposit account and loan account etc. in a bank. Means we are, if we doesn't share the data like person name, person address, person telephone number of a particular customer, so it's various accounts. Like if in a bank, if bank having the some departments like we can say the saving account is different, current account is different and other recurring deposit accounts, loan accounts are different. Okay, and one person having the saving account in same bank as well as the current account in same bank, so the number of that particular customer, the name of that particular customer, the address of that particular customer is going to duplicate it in various accounts if we use the conventional file processing system. So for storing those data, the name of the person, the telephone number, address and other details are duplicated in various files. Okay, so we have the memory for storage and it leads to redundancy. So basically the main disadvantage of this file processing system, it is nothing but the data redundancy because it makes the duplication of the data, and when we operate those data for updation, for deletion, for new creation, so it goes to redundancy. So next one is data inconsistency. Inconsistency arises when there is data redundancy. Obviously, I just told you previously, it means the various copies of the same data in different files. It not get updated when chances are made to once. Next one, thus the required information cannot get by any application program because there is no such program in the list of application program or the field of the file may vary the time of application design. Obviously, because of the data redundancy, it is possible that the data may not be consistent state. That means if application A or set or subsystem A can store the data of the customer or one student. For example, in BCCA department, I just store your data like student data with the head, that means field name, address and phone number. But same college, sport department, that means other subsystems, save your data as first name, middle name and last name. Then what should be done when I require the data from the sport department? It goes to inconsistency state. That means I got your data from sport department like first name, middle name and last name. Whereas when I give the data from BCCA department, then it should be in the format name, your phone number and address only. Okay, this is nothing but the inconsistency, means data it doesn't appear in same format all subsystem. Okay, next one is data isolation, inflexibility of the design system to meet the future needs or demand. The data is scattered in various files with different formats. I already told you the different format, how we can store our data in different formats. So therefore it is difficult to write a new application program, hence difficult to retrieve approach data from the file. Obviously, if I store my data in my system in my own way, then how I can achieve the next goal which is created by my own system. Okay, means when I suppose I just give the example of our department and sport department. If office department or administrative department require the data of the BCCA student, then how I can give those data to them? Because I doesn't have any consistent format. So I doesn't give the required data to the particular administrative department. So it is not appropriate or fulfill the requirement of the administrative department. That's why I cannot meet the future needs or demands. It is okay. Next one is integrity problem. Obviously, when we duplicate data, there is inconsistency, there is no future needs requirement, or we cannot fulfill the requirements which is further required by the system, then integrity problems is occur. Okay. The data value stored in a file must be satisfied with the certain data integrity constraints. The programmer needs to provide integrity constraints and data must be validated from the time to time. It is having limitation in the file system. Data integrity means that the data contained in the database is both correct and consistent. This purpose of the data stored in database must satisfy correct and consistent. That means if I um, give the data from your side, like your first name, your middle name and your last name, okay, and I just make the report of your name like just one name. So if I told you just enter your name, so some student can enter your first name, middle name and last name. Some student just enter the name, and some student just enter the name and their surname. Okay, can I got the perfect information from the student side if I not specified how you can enter your name? No. So this is nothing but the integrity problem. When how I can validate your data? How I can validate your data for my future needs? This is nothing but the integrity problem which faced by the programmer when we create the application. Then concurrent access. The system required allowing multiple users to access and updating the data simultaneously instead of a single user system. The interaction with concurrency may result in consistency. Again, if BCCA department first year in BCCA department having the admission process, just admission process, I get admit one student earlier, and after 2 days, if those students having some problem and those are left the college, then immediately I have to delete that particular student who left the college. But the BCCA department having their own set of the file, and I just remove those records who are left with the BCCA department earlier, I just delete from it. But when I match those data from other department, they don't have update their file. So those concurrent data is those concurrency, those that result the inconsistency. Okay, the other problem we discuss later on. Thank you guys.